Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a continuation of my video series called Why X Group Flopped, and as you can tell by the title, we are going to be discussing the girl group Stellar. A lot of you requested this group in the comment section of my last video, so I decided that they would be the next group that I covered. By the way, if you have any groups you'd like me to include in this series, please comment them down below. I'm always looking in my comment section for groups you guys want me to cover, and both this week's and last week's video were chosen by people in the comments. So before we get into the video, once again, I want to give a couple of disclaimers. Number one, this video is in no way trying to make fun of this group or the fact that they were unsuccessful. This video exists purely to inform. Number two, if you're a fan of this group and you notice that I got something wrong, please politely correct me in the comments below. I try and be as thorough as possible when researching these groups, but because these groups are relatively unknown, it's hard to find information about them. So if I say something wrong, please let me know because I don't want to spread any misinformation about this group. And lastly, I want to give a trigger warning for this video specifically. In this video, we'll be discussing sexual exploitation and manipulation as it's a part of why Stellar was unsuccessful. If you're sensitive to these topics, please proceed with caution. But yeah, with all of that out of the way, let's just get into the video. Stellar debuted as a 4-membered girl group consisting of members Gayoung, Jeonwoo, Leesul, and Joa under the entertainment Pascal. The group was produced by Eric Mun, a member of the boy group Shinhwa. Leesul and Joa were originally part of a duo called Honeydew that debuted in 2010. However, they disbanded soon after and joined the lineup of Stellar. They made their debut on August 28, 2011 with the digital single Rocket Girl, and they had some attention as Eric Mun is a well-known senior idol in the industry. Now that we've gone over the basics, let's get into why they were unsuccessful. Many people know Stellar because of the controversy around many of their songs and music videos. The group originally debuted with a bright and quirky concept and maintained this for the next few comebacks. Eventually, their company decided to change their concept due to the lack of success they were seeing with the bright concept. On February 12, 2014, Stellar released the EP Marionette and the title track with the same name. This comeback gained much attention due to the controversy around the music video. In the music video, the members were wearing extremely revealing outfits and doing suggestive dances. There was also the infamous milk scene in which one of the members was shown having a glass of milk and spilled it down her chest while drinking it. It was then edited by the company to make it seem more provocative. Many netizens said that it was the most inappropriate music video they had ever seen. There was also outrage over the promotional tactics for the song. There was a promotional ad posted to the group's official Facebook, which many referred to as the stripping game, as fans could like the post on the group's page to reveal pictures of the members' bodies. Marionette quickly became Stellar's most popular comeback, peaking at number 35 on Gaon charts and number 34 on Billboard K-pop Hot 100. But despite the success, Stellar faced a lot of challenges with this comeback. The music video was restricted to those under 18 in South Korea and on YouTube. It was banned from all local television, and the original choreography for the song was censored on music shows. The group went on to release the digital single Mask on August 21, 2014, and Fool on March 9, 2015. Both of these failed to gain the same traction as Marionette as they were less sexual. Later that year, on July 20, 2015, they came back with Vibrato. This comeback also received a lot of criticism for the revealing outfits in the music video. Because Stellar had become known for their overtly sexual concepts, their comebacks after Marionette, aside from Vibrato, largely failed to see success. As stated earlier, the original lineup for Stellar consisted of Gayoung, Jeonwoo, Leesul, and Joa. On May 18th of that year, it was announced that a new member, Soyoung, would be joining the group. Later, on August 23rd, it was announced that Gayoung and Jeonwoo would be leaving the group after deciding not to renew their contracts. 2 days later, on August 25th, it was announced that another new member, Younghoon, would be added to the group. By the time they disbanded, the lineup consisted of Minhee, Hyoeun, Soyoung, and Younghoon, and there were no original members left in the group. Money remained an issue all throughout Stellar's careers, both for their company and the members themselves. Many of Stellar's comebacks were financed through crowdfunding, as their company oftentimes couldn't afford to finance their comebacks. The members of Stellar also revealed the financial situation of the company affected their salaries. On January 13, 2019, Minhee posted a Q&A on our YouTube channel with Gayoung where they revealed how much they were paid.
스텔라로 활동하실 때 행사 많이 하셨었는데 수익이 궁금해요. 이게 저 댓글을 다 읽어보는데 그러니까 저희가 힘들었다. 그래도 너 지금 카페 하고 있으니까 많이 번 거 아니냐, 그러면 된 거 아니냐 이런 말들이 많더라고요. 근데 솔직하게 말하면 이게 사실 뭐 저만의 문제가 아니고 멤버들도 다 엮여 있고 괜히 얘기하면 더 불쌍해질까봐 얘기를 안 했는데 아니야 이제 솔직해질 필요가 있어요. 일단은 우리가 스텔라 때 행사를 정말 많이 했던 건 사실이에요. 많은 분들이 아실 거예요. 돈도 많이 벌었었죠. 행사를 하면서 누가 벌었는지 모르겠지만 진짜 솔직하게 말하면 그 제대로 정산을 받았던 적은 저희가 한동안 이제 마리오네트 때 행사를 정말 많이 돌았을 때 그때는 대표님께서 아주 적은 금액을 가부를 해주긴 하셨었어요. 하셨는데 그 이제 총 합쳐도 7년 동안 저희가 활동하면서 다 합쳐도 1,000만 원이 안 돼요. 너네 행사 많이 하고 그래도 많이 벌지 않았느냐, 벌었으면 된 거 아니냐, 피해자 코스프레 그만해라 하는데 어떻게 생각하시든 그거는 상관이 없지만 생각하시는 것만큼 그렇게 수익이 있진 않았다. 그러니까 제대로 정산을 받은 적은 없죠. 이게 핫토젤라도 스텔라의 수익으로 내신 건 아니잖아요, 그렇죠? 1%도 안 들어갔어요. 일단 그거. 그래서 저희가 활동 막바지쯤에는 좀 힘들어졌어요, 회사가. 그래서 그때는 안 주시더라고요. 아예. 그러면서 이제 마무리가 되었답니다. 어쨌든 여러분이 궁금하셨던 그런 수익에 대한 거는 정말 저희가 진짜 솔직하게 말씀드린 겁니다.
Minhee revealed that nearing Stellar's disbandment, the company didn't pay them anything, which led to Minhee and Hyun deciding not to renew their contracts and the disbandment of the group. During their active years, the truth behind Stellar's concept and why they released overtly sexual music videos and songs were heavily debated. Many people expressed pity for the group, claiming that their concept was clearly the fault of the company. Many fans of Stellar refused to believe this and claimed that Stellar was simply expressing their sexuality in a way they felt comfortable with. The former ended up being the truth. After disbandment, many of the members of Stellar came forward and revealed how the company had mistreated them throughout their time in the group. On December 17, 2018, Ga-young revealed in an interview with Insight that the company had tricked and manipulated the members of Stellar on multiple occasions.
컨셉이 워낙 좀 자극적이다 보니까 뮤비가 이슈가 됐던 건데 우유를 흘리는 장면이 있었어요. 헤어진 연인을 그리워한다. 침대에서 뒤척인다. 아침에 일어나서 우유를 마신다. 이렇게 써 있었거든요. 아침이니까 우유를 마시는구나. 이렇게 생각해서 이제 그 친구는 우유를 마시는 씬을 찍었는데 우유를 흘려보세요 이랬대요. 그냥 힘이 없어서 그렇구나 해서 이제 우유를 흘리게 됐는데 나중에 댓글 보고 이거는 무슨 상상을 불러일으킬 수 있다라는 걸 알게 돼서 좀 충격이 컸었죠. 이제 그때 우유를 먹었던 친구 같은 경우는 그 당시에 20살이었는데 그 이후로 충격받아서 흰 우유를 먹지 않아요. 상처를 많이 받아서 아무도 그런 거 몰랐거든요. 그 말에 갑자기 그것도 당일날 이 의상으로 입어보라고 이거 입고 절대 우리가 춤 못 춘다. 그럼 한번 일단 해봐라. 너네는 왜 안 해보고 말을 하냐. 이래서 그걸 한 5장인가만 딱 찍고 봐봐요. 너무 심하지 않냐고. 그래 뭐 갈아입어라 했는데 그 사진으로 나간 거예요. 나온 거 보고 전화하고 이게 뭐냐고 따졌죠. 몰랐어? 그래 다음부터 안 그럴게 했는데 이미 나갔는데 어떡해요. 잘 아셨던 것 같아요. 애들이 다 순진하고 착하다 이런 거. 회사와 부모님 갑을 관계로 계약을 했기 때문에 이거는 저희 하고 싶지 않아요 하면은 너 회사랑 계약 생각해야 될 텐데 이렇게 이제 나오니까 어린 나이에 좀 무서웠던 것 같아요. 여기서 내가 이거를 반대하고 안 하면은 나는 위약금을 이만큼 물어내야 되고 하기가 힘들겠구나 약간 이런 겁도 났었던 것 같아요.
The members also revealed that this mistreatment from the company, along with the success of their controversial comebacks, was the only way they felt they could succeed. In a 2015 interview, the members revealed that the president of the entertainment Pascal bribed the girls with a 1-week overseas vacation if their most recent comeback, Vibrato, stayed in the top 20 on Melon for a week. In the interview she did with Insight, when asked if she were to go back again and choose if she wanted to be a member of Stellar, she said that she would never do it again and that she felt much happier now that Stellar was disbanded and that she was finally living as her true self. Now that I've addressed all the reasons why Stellar were unsuccessful, I'll now get into how I would go about saving this group. Once again, I won't really be talking about how I'd revive the group in the present, but rather mistakes that were made that I'd go back and fix. Number 1, the overuse of controversy. As I stated earlier, Stellar's most successful comebacks were the comebacks that were the most promiscuous. And while these comebacks were successful, the controversy around them did more harm than good. Stellar experienced an overwhelming amount of criticism and backlash, and the controversy around Marionette and Vibrato would follow them throughout the rest of their careers. The members of Stellar were repeatedly slut-shamed throughout the course of their career. Ga-young, in the interview she did with Insight, stated that the image Stellar had brought shame onto their families. She also stated that this caused people to believe the worst of the members and that the members of Stellar were assumed to be promiscuous offstage despite all of the members being relatively straight edge. Their overly sexual concepts created a bad image for the members of Stellar. Many companies tend to switch to sexy concepts when their girl groups fail to see success as a last-ditch attempt to gain success. And while this did work for Stellar, it also destroyed their reputation. And this ultimately ended up stunting Stellar conceptually, as none of their less promiscuous concepts ever saw the same amount of success as their mature ones. In my opinion, if the Entertainment Pascal hadn't relied so heavily on the popularity they knew the controversy of a promiscuous concept would bring, the members of Stellar would have a better reputation, members of the group might have stayed and renewed their contracts, and they wouldn't have had to rely so heavily on controversy for Stellar to remain relevant. Number 2, the lineup. Stellar's lineup changed continuously throughout the course of their existence. The company mindlessly added members to the group with little to no regard for how it would affect the group's overall popularity. When Stellar disbanded, there were no original members left in the group, and none of the members who had been a part of the Stellar lineup had stayed in the group from debut to disbandment. Two of the members, Soyoung and Younghoon, had been members of Stellar less than a year before they disbanded, and both went on to re-debut post-disbandment. Frequent lineup changes are almost always a sign of a failing group, and the continuous change of members in a group leads people to become hesitant in becoming fans because of the lack of consistency of who is in the group at any given time. Had Stellar's company not traded out members so frequently, they might have seen more success. And lastly, number 3, mistreatment of the members. This reason is the biggest reason, in my opinion, why Stellar failed to become successful. The company manipulated, tricked, and exploited Stellar numerous times, abused their power over the members, underpaid them, and forced them to do things they weren't comfortable with. While the members of Stellar themselves are still close, many of them had almost nothing positive to say about their experience as a member of Stellar, and like I said earlier, Gayoung said that she was happier now that Stellar had disbanded, and if she had the chance to go back, she wouldn't have joined Stellar again. The Entertainment Pascal essentially chased all of the members away, as none of them decided to renew their contracts with the company. Gayoung and Minhee both expressed that this mistreatment was the reason they decided not to renew their contracts, and while it hasn't been explicitly stated by the other members, it's safe to assume that this was their reasoning as well. If Stellar's company had treated the members better, it's likely that they might have not suffered so many lineup changes, the members might have chosen to renew their contracts, and that they might have survived the 7-year curse. So that's all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, please comment below more groups you'd like to see in this video, as I am always looking for more groups to include. And yeah, I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!